No, I groan, kissing her. I'm sorry for every stupid, arrogant thing I've said and done since we met. For every time I was rude. For how I acted, for screwing... I don't even know what. For being a man. But most of all, for forcing you to marry me. Jesus Christ, what have I done? What have I freaking done? I leap from the bed, holding my head in my hands. She sits on the bed and silently watches me pace back and forth for a moment. Then she stands, pulls the veil out of her hair, tosses it to the floor, and steps out of the dress. It slithers down her legs and pulls at her feet, sighing softly as it settles against the carpet. She stands in front of me, bare, except for a simple pair of white cotton panties, and more effing scars on her stomach, across her ribs, under both breasts. Her arms and legs are smooth, and so are her chest and neck. But the rest of her body is marked with the ghost of her past, 100 mementos of suffering. It's like looking at tombstones in a graveyard. I've never cried in my adult life, but I think I'm about to break that record. Watching my face with shining eyes, she says softly, "Don't you dare look at me with pity. I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. I'm alive. There are millions of other women just like me who weren't so lucky." I exhale a disbelieving breath. Lucky. Yes, she says vehemently, and grateful, and determined I'll never waste another second of this life I won. So get your Irish ass over here and take me, or I'll divorce you so fast it'll make your head spin. Later on, I'll look back and realize this is the exact moment I fell in love with her. But for now, I simply obey my viper's command and take her back down to the bed. We're staring at each other again, both of us breathing hard. She's got anxiety written all over her. I'm about to choke in my bloody bow tie. Then my member is painfully straining the zipper of my trousers, throbbing with need just from looking at her. Looking at her and thinking, FML, how bad I want to be so deep in that. I lick my lips and step closer. So you thought I'd just accept this little switch of yours? You thought I'd have no problem substituting you for Lily? She gazes at me for a moment, then pulls the veil back over her head, exposing her face, and her chest, and her cleavage, and her shoulders, and her lovely long neck, on the side of which a vein erratically pulses. Christ, she's fucking magnificent. I almost groan out loud with desire. Examining the expression on my face, she says, "Yes, because I am no longer in complete control of my body." I step closer until we're only inches apart, and I'm staring into her wide, beautiful eyes, watching her fight not to give in to the urge to run. Leaning in close to her ear, my heart pounding like mad, and my hard member aching, I murmur, "If I marry you, Raina, I get to take you as hard and as often as I want." Oh my God, that's the deal, or there's no deal. She says sarcastically, "Should we add it to the contract?" I pull away and gaze down at her. I've wanted you since the first second I saw you, stabbing me to death with those eyes from the bedroom window at your house. This fake marriage includes hookups, or it doesn't happen. She glares at me. Your charm could sweep a girl right off her feet. You know that? Wait until you see my manhood. Then you'll really be swooning. Her whole face turns red, from her neck to her hairline. She presses her lips together into a thin line. I know that isn't a rejection. She's not saying no, which means she's saying yes. But she has to say it out loud. So, do you agree? Sounding as if she'd like to shove her bouquet down my throat, she says, "Yes, Quinn, I agree." Good dreams? The grin turned genuine as she moved into my forearm, snuggling her face back into me. I don't know. I really can't remember. No? That's too bad. You sleep so sweet. I bet you're just as beautiful when you scream. Let's find out. Be sure to cry out for Bram again. Maybe he'll come rescue you. Neverly's eyes flew open, and her attention jerked to me. I ripped the pillow out from behind her head and slammed it over her face. Muffled screams were automatic. Nails clawed into my arms, and her legs went wild, pressing into the bed as she tried to twist herself free. But it was impossible with the hold I had on her face. "Bram! Bram!" I yelled out loudly. "Where are you? My wife needs your help." I waited out the time, then lifted the pillow, letting her gasp for breath when I noticed her movement slowing. "That's who you want, right, Bram? Not me. Maybe I should call to him again." No. The end was cut off as I pushed the pillow back over her face. At her lack of fighting, my rage eased into anger. I took a calming breath, holding a few more seconds before I removed it again. Her intake of air was loud. My hands shot down over her shoulders, trapping her from moving. I had such a good day planned for us, and now you've ruined it. You're mine. This, I said, tapping against her temple, belongs to me. If you don't get Bram out of your head, I'll smother him out. Do you understand me? I didn't know. She rushed out. Yes. Good.